I'm Sorcha.
And I'm Matthew.
And we'd like to welcome you to our channel, Sorcha and Matt's Grand Adventure.
A few months ago, we quit our jobs, sold our home and everything we own, and moved in with family in California so that I could finish my bachelor's degree and a software development program. This allowed us to build the skills we needed to start our own small business, where we build applications, mobile apps, web apps, and websites for small businesses.
Then on July 22nd, after months of planning, we took off on our grand adventure to Europe. Our goal is to travel for at least the next year and document our progress here on YouTube. We're going to be talking about international travel, being digital nomads, and how you can do the same thing we're doing. This first video chronicles our misadventures getting over to Europe. And since this is our first YouTube video, we have filled in some of the missing pieces because we're noobs and we sort of forgot to film a few important parts as we were going. Head out on Monday at the butt crack of dawn and actually have to reschedule our flight. That's another thing I have to do. We have to reschedule.
So maybe not the butt crack of dawn.
No, it'll be the butt crack of dawn. But
is that a dinosaur? No, not outside. The butt crack of dawn.
Oh my god.
That's a new dinosaur.
The dad jokes. We just drove past like a bunch of car lots and I was thinking maybe there's like I thought there was like an inflatable dinosaur somewhere on the side of the road.
Nope.
So we're currently at the gas station filling my dad's car with gas. We're like a few hours away from leaving the United States on our trip. And I'm kind of freaking out internally a lot, but it's okay. It's gonna be good. Right now we're kind of debating whether or not we should rent a car for a few weeks and like drive around and camp all over the UK, or if we should like go to a hotel for a few nights and then take trains all over. We don't know yet. So we'll keep you posted, but we're like scared excited. We're going on our adventure.
Why are you filming?
Because it's real. How are your feels?
I don't know. We're going. We're starting our grand adventure.
No one I'd rather start it with. So we dropped off my dad's car and took an Uber to the San Francisco airport. And since we were listed as standby, we also listed for first class. The way it works when you're flying standby is if no one purchases first class seats and you've listed for first class, you can upgrade for a really small fee. And Matthew really likes flying first class.
Yeah.
Are you crushed because we're not flying first? I'm sorry. He's devastated. They'll probably give us a whole row to ourselves. Your trip ruined. We can't go to Europe now. So after rebooking like 6 flights, we finally made it on a plane. We initially thought we were going to Newark, and then we had to reroute because Newark filled up. And now we're going to Chicago, and then Chicago to Edinburgh. We made it to Chicago. After a really long night in SFO, we were listed to go San Francisco to Newark to Manchester. And then when I looked at the flights, Newark filled up. And it wasn't looking good for us even getting on the flight, let alone getting first class or premium plus. So I talked to Matt and I was like, I don't know if we're getting on this plane. And the next flight isn't until like 8 or 9 a.m. And that puts us in much later in Newark. And then there's no guarantee if we get on the next one. So we looked at some alternate routes and saw that Chicago to Edinburgh had a lot of seats on it. And so I relisted us for San Francisco to Chicago. We were able to get Premium Plus, which is great. It's just more comfortable. It's not first class, though. And so now we checked into a hotel. We were like, we could pay $100 and go to the United Lounge where we could kind of relax and stuff for the next several hours. But we had like a 12-hour layover. So we decided, you know what, no, for 12 hours and $100 and whatever dollars it would be to book the United Lounge, we'll just get a hotel room nearby and we'll sleep for several hours, catch up on sleep, take a shower, change, and then head back to the airport. So that's what we're doing right now. Matt's showering. That's what the background noise is. And I'm just vlogging and being lazy. We're going to head back towards the airport between 3 and 4. It's about 1:50 right now. And then we will get through security and all that jazz and head for Edinburgh. So we're really excited. We're pretty tired, but feeling better now that we've had some rest, and we will check back in with you when we get to the airport, probably. Stand by life, man.
We are on our way to Edinburgh, hopefully, going under O'Hare Airport to our gate. The cool neon lights.
What did you get?
Hilarious.
What did I get?
I don't know.
I got Coach.
You got an aisle?
I got Coach.
Oh no.
It's fine. I gave Matt my upgrade.
In that prior clip, you hear me saying Polaris, which you might not know what that means. It's just United speak for first class. I was really excited because we were going on a international trip, which are quite long, and I'm tall, so leg space is pretty important to me on those longer trips, and that's why Sorcha let me have the Polaris upgrade.
No. I let him have the Polaris upgrade because I am a great wife, and I know he loves it, and I don't care if I sit Coach. He was sulking. You saw earlier, he was sulking like a baby when we didn't get it on the first flight. I wasn't about to deal with that for 8 hours. It just wasn't going to happen.
Anyways, we ended up having a happy ending because we both got upgraded. After that video, they ended up having another seat come available in first class. So we both ended up first class.
It's true.
We didn't get to sit together, but sometimes
it was
that's
fine.
Nice.
Sometimes it's better that way. So we're about to land in Edinburgh, and then we're going to need to grab our rental car and go find a camping store and get a camping stove and then go get food. Ultimately, we did decide to rent a car and go camping, and we'll do a video about that later, talking about how we find camping spots, our gear, etc.
And also driving on the left-hand side of the road.
Oh yeah, that's been an adventure. We'll do a whole video about how to drive on the left as an American, or how to freak out on the left as an American.
It's a lot harder than I thought. So if you like to travel or want to learn about software development, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for weekly updates. It would also mean a lot to us if you're interested in this content, if you'll hit the like button or the thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling us what you'd like to hear about in the future.
Thanks so much for staying to the end of our video.
Check out the links below for ways to get connected. We want to keep bringing you tips and tricks on the nomad life, and one way to help us continue doing that will be to support us on Patreon, and we'll have a link for that below.
We'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.